Hey, what's up, guys? In this story, I'm going to tell you about an intense conflict I had with motorcycle gang, specifically a member of one in the community I was living at the time. I don't want to mention what particular gang in what particular community because, you know, first of all, out of respect for them, okay? Because as the story will go on, like there was a resolution to it, okay? So it was all good in the end. But I'll tell you what happened because the situation was not good. So I was in BC, British Columbia at the time, and I was a DJ at like there was only two nightclubs in the city, and this one was the cooler of the two. Put it that way. And I ran the every like Friday night was my night there. Okay, played house music, but like with like remixes of ones that chicks could dance to, and got the place bumping, right? Anyway, my friend was there, a good friend of mine, and he invited me to that after party. We're like, let's have an after party at this place, through his friends. So I'm like, sure, we'll go there after. And yeah, I'll go there, and there's one guy that was there who was a biker, patch and everything. Okay, and he was a really friendly guy to me at the start. They usually are. I've had, this isn't my first encounter with biker gangs. I have friends who were associates and prospects, and BC, British Columbia. It's especially in smaller communities. Like if you're part of the community, you know one. If you, like especially the bar scene, you know them, and it's just the way it is. In these communities. Well, anyway, this guy was very friendly to me and to everybody there. So we're hanging out, chill. Well, he does cocaine, so he brought out this bag that was just like this big of a ball of cocaine. I don't even know. I've done it a few times, but I'm not big into it. Like never was, whenever else. But he had a ball. Like I guess it was an 8 ball. I don't know. Probably more. I have no idea. He puts it on the table. He's busting out lines for himself, offering it. I didn't do any that night, but people were. Okay, so they're just started on the table doing lines of cocaine. There's about 12 people at this party, after party, all chilling. Well, I got kind of hammered because first of all, like when I DJ at the club, I get given a lot of free drinks, as many as I want. So I was just getting fed beers the whole night. I was fucking pissed by this point, hammered. Chilling at the table, talking to the guy whose house it is, which is a really cool guy. Actually, he's an extreme sports guy. I won't say which sport, but he's in the X Games and shit. Like in BC, you get a lot of that. Like I have friends with professional snowboarders, BMX bikers, or like mountain bikers, and things like what do you call it? The ski doers, or fucking snowmobilers. That's what I'm looking for. So anyway, we're chilling there talking to him. I'm chilling at the table, where all the lines were getting bust off, right? This guy's like, "Where's my stuff?" And I hear the guy who's the biker guy didn't know where his big bag of cocaine was. Well, I didn't really think much of it because like I'm not part of it. I'm like, oh, like I guess he lost his. I don't know, we misplaced it or something. Continued talking with the owner of the house, but he's going off. He's upset, visually upset. Okay. Well, I was sitting in the spot. Apparently, I didn't realize at the time where he lost it. I think where he was doing it before. So he thought that it was on the table still. Well, I'm kind of stepping in advance of the story. So he's there, and I'm oblivious that at this point that he thinks it's me. He talks to the owner of the house. They're talking. At one point, I look over and they're both in the owner house, like concerned, looking at me. I'm like, that's weird. Still just chilling because I didn't steal it, so it wasn't me who did it, right? So like in my mind, it didn't even cross my mind that I was a consideration. And then the biker guy questioned me about it. Did you, like okay, I lost my stuff. Like, where is it? Whatever. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't take it. Like, it's not me, man. Like, chill out, essentially, right? But he, in his mind, thought it was me. So anyway, but at that point, I'm still like, well, it didn't even, like, I was pissed hammered. I didn't even cross my mind that, like, it was that big of a deal. But obviously I was concerned. I'm like, dude, just look around. It's like somewhere. It wasn't me, though, man. Like, I didn't take your shit, man. I go to the bathroom in this guy's house, the guy whose house that is, the extreme sports dude. Take a piss. So oblivious to it. Open the door. The biker guy is just right fucking there at that doorway. And as soon as that happened, I'm like, what? I have to take a step back. He starts coming in with flying fucking fists at me. And he caught me a few times, but only one time really hard, right here in like the lower part of my orbit of my eye. But to be honest, I was kind of like, what the fuck? And I was firing back. We like destroyed this guy's bathroom because a small space, we're bumping into fucking shit. Tore down his towel rack. His shower curtain was torn down. We fell backwards in the bathtub, tearing shit down. Right, like this bathroom got destroyed. Anyway, but eventually he came in pissed. He's like, "Bring it up, get fire," because it wasn't just his house; it was his wife's house and kids and shit. Like his wife was gonna kill him. So he was like really upset, and this guy's a tough guy too. So broke it up, get outside, and the biker guy was still going nuts, thinking that I took his big bag of shit. So me pissed drunk, I just booked it out the back door. I just went out the back door and just ran away from this fucking place. So I didn't want it fucking. It was just like a fight or flight instant. You know what I mean? Fuck this place. Fuck this shit. Fucking booked it. Well, that wasn't a good idea because I went to local Tim Hortons, got a cab home, and my friend who invited me, got me to the after party, is like, dude, you shouldn't have ran away. This guy is really pissed about that. He thinks that you took it. He's a biker guy, and he wants to kill you, essentially. So if you have it, come back and give it to him. I was like, I don't have it, whatever. So I get home, right? I'm like, fuck. Like, because my friend knew where I lived, he knew where I worked, so this biker guy's gonna find out where I lived and worked and come find me and shit. So I ended up the next week I was gonna go to a music festival, but and my friend's working there in part of the music festival to set up for it. It's called Shambhala Music Festival, and so I was like, I'm just gonna go there a week early. I'm getting out of fucking town, getting out of Dodge for a while, right? For 2 weeks. So I go music festival early, and it was actually a good thing I did. I got an awesome campsite and chilled at the music festival I was there for 2 weeks. Well, anyway, music festival finishes. Like, I hope everything's blown over by now by the time I go back. So I go back and try to get back to my normal life of things and trying to not go out so much. But about 2 weeks of me being back there, I was out with my friends who are big ass black guys and jacked and like part of like, we were pretty much a gang in ourselves in this town. Okay. And we're at a pool hall. Well, a few pool tables down, guess who was there? Buddy, right? So I mentioned to my friends, like, look, I got in a situation with this guy who was over at the table the other week, and I'm just afraid that something might kick off because we saw each other, we knew each other was there, right? And we're giving each other looks like, fuck, how's this going to work out? Well, one of my friends knew one of the guys at the other table, went over there, talked to him, and was like, look, Mark is a stand-up guy. He didn't take your shit, all right? So don't fuck around with him. He's a cool guy. Like, fuck off, essentially. Like, don't be beefing with him. So he came back and told me that. He told him that, me and we're looking at each other still like. Well, anyway, we go to the next nightclub. like the club after the pool hall bar, and we're both there again. So I made the initial move just to go over there, right? Not be a bitch about it. So I walked up to him like, look, man, I'm sorry what happened, but I didn't take your shit, man. Straight up. He's like, yeah, I know. You didn't do it. I'm like, but one more thing. He's like, what? Thanks for punching me in the face. Thanks for reminding me what it's like to get punched in the face. I needed that, man. Thanks. And he starts fucking laughing like a motherfucker. He's high-fiving and shit. And we had a drink together, had a shot. And, you know, it's not like we're good friends after, but I see him around, and every time I see him around, he's giving me the nod, like, it's all good. But this guy was a scary-ass motherfucker. And after that, I have reservations of hanging around with these types of people because it was out of my control. I didn't steal his shit. I'm there, and you get accused of something. You get a beef happens that it's outside my control. I didn't start or anything, and all of a sudden I got a biker guy wanting to kill me essentially. Because they can be the most friendly guys, out of respect, like a brotherhood, but you cross them, and it is not a good thing. Like to the point where you might get a Louisville Slugger to the kneecap, you might get beat the fuck down, or worse. Especially if you steal an 8-ball off them. Whatever it was. Probably was more. Probably was like, I don't even know what an 8-ball is. Like, but a huge ass ball of cocaine was gone. I don't know how he lost it or whatever too. Like I didn't ask him about that. Somebody else stole it or whatever, but he trusted that it wasn't me at the end. So that's my story about that. What do you guys think? Leave in the comment section below. And yeah, but you know, be careful who you hang around with, right, in life, because you don't want to hang around dangerous people or people who are overly aggressive. It's going to potentially affect you negatively. That's my moral of the story in this. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.